We're going out to have some fun today, guys.
I just love using transfer foils. They are such a quick and easy way to take a set of nails from simple to simply fabulous in no time at all. I'm often asked how I store them all, so I thought I'd take you on an adventure today and show you firsthand how I set up my foil book.
So we're headed into the Dollarama. It's a popular Canadian dollar store here. Items ranging from about $1 to $5. So we want to head to the stationery aisle. We're picking up some index cards here, or you could always use cardstock if you already have it at home or it's easier. Pop that in the cart. Then the next thing we're going for is a 3-ring binder of any kind, something that's cute. And we're going to pop that one in the cart. The last item we're getting can be a bit trickier to find. These are trading card sleeve pages. And it's really nice if you can find them at a dollar store for $1 or $2 because Amazon does carry them, but they are going to be much more expensive. So here we are checking out. And my bill came to a whopping $5.50 Canadian plus some tax. So let's go back home and start up our foil book. Yes! We got what we need at Dollarama!
Now that we've got everything home, let's get this set up. I got to start by saying 2 of the most helpful random items that I use all the time doing nails is my label maker and my paper cutter. They just make for really quick and clean work with so many projects that I do. So what we're going to be using is a paper cutter. You don't need to. You can always use scissors if you don't have one. I just find it really simple. If you already have like white cardstock at home, you don't necessarily have to buy index cards. They're just, I find, quicker and easier doing them from an index card than putting lines all over and cutting up your cardstock sheets. Either way will work just fine though. So first thing we're going to do is pull out one of our sheets with our pockets, and we are going to measure. Just an estimate. We want to make sure that our cards are going to fit in, and you want to make sure you've got lots of extra space because remember it's going to be wrapped in a foil and we're going to have a second card in there, so you want to make sure that you've got room for everything to fit. So I am just simply going to line this up, grab a pen, mark it there, mark my height. For me, I like them to be just over the lip of the pocket so that it makes it easier for me to grab them and pull them out. I'm not fighting to get inside of it. And if you're like me, if you're using a paper cutter, grab a bunch because you can get through them all. Now that we have our cards cut, make sure that we did a good fit. I'd personally go just a tiny bit higher, so I have a little bit more to grab getting it out of the pocket, but good enough. And then foils. You can get foils in all different kinds of ways. Some of them just come in plastic packaging. If you get them from nail shops and stuff, some of the higher brands will put them in these dandy little containers, which are a fabulous way to store them. But once you start having hundreds and hundreds of foils, this takes up a lot of space. Look at that. There's like, it's just, no thanks. I don't have the space for that. So you're going to need a little tape. And we're just simply going to wrap our foils. And there you go. Now, if you have a really solid colored foil like this, you can wrap it just like that, leave it as is, and you're good to go. But if you're doing a design with, say, a transparent background, such as this lace, you're not going to be able to see what your design is when it's all wrapped. And in that case, I just throw in another white sheet underneath the top layer. And voila, there's your beautiful foil image. So you can see exactly what's going on with that pattern. And in some cases, some of the patterns are different throughout, so you might not get all of it, but at least it gives you a really good idea. Like this one, for example, this is a whole bunch of different patterns on here. And like this, you really can't get any idea of what you're looking at, other than maybe there's some zebras happening there. And so when you put that paper in, you have a little bit better of an idea of what's going on. And with these types of foils, I try and kind of spread them across as opposed to being all in one spot, just so that you have a little more surface to look at what the designs are going to be, so that you actually use them. Because if you don't know all what's going on with this foil, you're not going to pick it up and use it. It's just going to sit there and not get looked at. So that's a good tip. And so it's just like that. Once your foils are wrapped, you load them into your little sheets and start your foil binder. Most foils are really quite inexpensive, and they are so simple to use that it's really easy to start a massive collection. Like, for example, I think I was on Amazon and got a pack of 200 different foil designs for like, I don't know, under $10, and that's Canadian. So it's a lot. And yeah, they might just be little small strips, quite small pieces, but it's a good way to start playing with them and start building a collection. And then if there's a design that you fall head over heels in love with, you can just find it again somewhere, because most of them are all the same. They're being produced all over the place, and you just buy a bigger pack of it and you get yourself some more. Don't be shy. Don't be scared of foils. Foils are one of the best things out there, and they're just really going to up your nail game in such a simple way. It does take, a little bit of practice to get really good at using them and, not struggle with your adhesion, getting them to stay nicely. But a lot of that is just a really good transfer foil gel and learning how long you should be curing it for and letting it cool and things like that. Foils are fun. There are so many types of different designs that you just will never run out of ideas for them. Like, look at these. It just never ends. And they're always coming out with new designs. So you can't go wrong, guys. Go find some. Go get them today and start having a play with nail transfer foils. Thanks, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching this nail foil organization. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more videos like this. I'm going to be working on some new content. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you get to see all the new upcoming videos when they're out. I have lots of foils here still to wrap and put into my new book, because this one's jam-packed and it's time to start the next one. Thanks again for being here, guys. Until next time, don't forget to love your nails. Bye.